Eric, where are we going? To the hotel?
No.
No.
You're
Where?
not gonna
Oh,
sleep
it's still
down
got the
here?
old controls. Wow.
It does. Yep. This elevator
Oh, it
is
is
actually
gonna be
installed in
chilly.
1931.
I should have wore jackets.
Yeah. So
We
right
live
now,
and learn.
Right now we are going 60 feet to the cavern's floor, and while we're down here today, there's only one main rule, and that's just to please don't touch anything. We've got oils on our skin and fingers that will stop the formations from growing, but feel free to take as many pictures as you would like, and we will be exiting out that door back there. So if you guys don't mind, can I get back there and I'll open it for you?
Wow, this is really
You
tight
want to
against
do?
the wall.
Uh-huh. All right, go ahead and head to the bottom of the stairs.
After you.
Just wait for me there.
Ooh,
Go ahead.
burr.
It's
Thank
a little chilly.
It is.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, dang, it's too loud. I said, don't touch the rock.
Don't touch anything, Cameron.
I'm not gonna touch a rock.
Look.
At least it is.
I'm not.
Wow. Very amazing. The bottom of the
Watch
stairs.
this door stand.
Dang, no, feel this. This is so cold.
Watch this big
I was gonna say, don't touch the rock.
All right, guys. So welcome to Shenandoah Caverns. My name is Brooke, and I'm going to be your tour guide today. So if y'all have any questions, just feel free to ask. But we're going to go ahead and get started because this is as big as our group's going to be right now. So right behind me are the original 79 stairs to the caverns, put in 1922 when we first opened up for business. And like I said on the elevator, that elevator was installed in 1931. Now some of the formations that we'll see today are stalactites that hang down from the ceiling, stalagmites that grow from the ground, and when they come together they form a column. And back Now, if y'all look right over this railing here, that is the original flooring to the caverns. This gravel that we're walking on was brought down by wheelbarrow loads through the shaft where the stairs are, and it's built up between 2 and 15 feet and spread all the way throughout our tour.
How cold is it?
The water, it's about room temperature, about 54 degrees.
What?
Alright, what's ready?
Eric.
In the middle, that is our most famous piece of bacon. It was featured in National Geographic of June of 1964, and it is the most realistic looking piece of bacon in this cavern and possibly even Virginia. Now, bacon formations, they are formed the same way as a regular formation, except they're going slanted down the wall, so that's how come they're so thin, and you're able to see the different minerals through them as well. And I'll talk a little bit more about what kind of minerals we have down here when we get to a certain point, because on this one wall it clearly lays out all the minerals and you're able to see them. Now if you guys look right above your heads, you will see our natural fault line. This fault line does reach all the way across this room and was created during a massive earthquake about 7,000 years ago. But it is inactive, so we are safe to be down here today. But of course, if you do see anything move, and over this railing is our wishing well, so feel free to throw coins in there if you would like to make a wish, but please no bills.
No bills, Michelle.
Periodically and give the local charities.
Oh, very nice.
I know there are a couple bills in there. People that really need some good luck.
Watch this money in
It actually looks like they cleaned out some of the bills. We took the lights out behind us in each room that we head into, just so it doesn't keep spreading so quickly. The caverns is mainly made up of limestone. Now the algae and moss that you see, that is created because when we come down here, we have little spores on our clothing and our hair and things like that. And those spores tend to fall off of us as we go throughout the tour. So the heat from the lights that's directly pointing onto that one spot, and the moisture in the air is what helps that to grow. So that's why you will see so much of it, especially where there are lights being pointed into one area directly. Right.
So when they originally first
I got lights, don't you worry.
Do you mind taking a picture of us in front of this cave entrance?
Oh yeah, no problem. So of course they were curious inside to see what it was. They grabbed some candles and ropes, and then they climbed down 275 feet down the shaft, but their candles went out. So they got scared, and they went all the way back up to the top. But of course, it's a shame that they went all the way back up because they did miss the beautiful room that we're standing in now, which is called Grotto of the Gods. And
Wow.
those two boys, they were only ages 12 and 14 when they came down here and discovered the caverns. Now, they didn't have their parents with them the first time they came down, but eventually their parents found out what they were doing and they brought them down here and they brought them into this room here. Now, Grotto of the Gods does mean large and beautiful, so that makes this one of the biggest, wettest, and coldest rooms that we have. This room usually stays about 51 degrees, while the other rooms stay about 54 or 55 degrees, and it does maintain that temperature year-round. Turn out good?
How's the picture? How's the picture look? Good? Huh?
What we call ram's head rock, because if you use your imagination, it actually looks like a ram's head. So right there's the horn, there's the eye, and then that's the nose. Everybody see them? The horn, the eye, and the nose. And then right here is a symbol that marks the deepest point that we'll be going today. So right now we are 220 feet below the surface and 941 feet above sea level. Now it doesn't look like we're right over there, but we are on a hill, so it is just an illusion. And that symbol is put down here by the United States Engineering Department as well. The illusion is that there's more ground above us than there would be over there. So like I said, we're on a hill. So right now above us there's 220 feet worth of dirt and rocks above us. But the deep and man-made tunnel that we have in the caverns, and it's held up by 2 concrete barriers, and y'all can check that out as we go through. Bruce, will keep on moving this way.
Boys, this way.
How did the baby fly? The baby pieces,
Go over there, baby. Isn't that cool? Okay, we gotta wait. We gotta wait.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, let's wait. Keep walking, boy. Boys. So creepy. Boys. Boys. Too far away.
and a lot of times some of the water drops, they'll take different paths over time, and then they'll eventually go into another one.
Baby turtle lights on.
Logan, over here, please.
I should shut down.
Oh, I'm just like, I'd make my brother go first. Then I would go into
Wow.
the candle, like how could the candle doesn't show that? No.
That's
They really didn't know
incredible.
it all
Like there's a
was
person
here,
up there.
and they kept bringing more.
Logan, come here.
Can we do another picture?
Mommy, can you do it?
Rivers and earthquakes.
Yes.
The lights have been here for a very long time. I would say they've been here close to about 10 years. There's estimated to be between 2,400 and 2,900 lights in this cavern. Whether or not they're also working is another question, but there are. It's the other side. You already put down for sure.
Boys, listen to mom, please.
You already, yeah.
Logan.
Now, if you guys stand right in line with me and you look straight back to that opening, you'll see where my statue or shadow figure, all the way back to that opening.
Oh, yeah, what is that?
That is, it's a stalagmite, yeah. And it's what we call our bishop, and he's only about 2 to 3 feet tall, and we're looking at him about 2 feet, right, so? So later we'll actually be in the same room as right above our heads. It's the third and final opening that we're going to see today as well. They are actually covered up top. They've got little metal crates over top of them, so nothing bigger than a bat or a mouse can get down here. Now, if you look along the walls of this room at the bumpy stuff, that is what we call called cake popcorn. The real name for it is coralloids, but we like to call it cake popcorn. And those are formed when water drips down and splashes. And as it splashes, the water evaporates and the minerals harden. And it keeps building on like that over time. So that's how it comes look like popcorn. Now the more scientific name to it would actually be knobby nodular incrustation. A little over 3 years, about 3.5. It's been a while. Now, if you guys actually look over this chain here, those ripples, that's what we call rimstone. And those are formed when water drips down and they create little pools. And then the outside of those pools harden, making the rims for it to be called rimstone. And in this case, the water travels down that column in the middle to fill up those pools. And you've probably already seen some of that earlier throughout our tour, and you definitely will have a chance to see some more of it later on throughout. Now, if you look off to the right there is one of our closest growing stalactite and stalagmite formations that we have. So that's going to take about 50. That right beside me is a stalagmite that likes to get a lot of people. Even when the lights are on, it still does like to get a lot of people. So please be careful as we go throughout this room.
Yay, that's nice.
Now this is what we call diamond cascade. Those aren't real diamonds, they're actually calcite crystals, because if they were real diamonds, they would not be here, neither would we. But if you focus your attention on any one crystal, as I flip through lights, your crystal should disappear. So watch carefully.
Oh,
Why is that?
It's depending on how concentrated different crystals are and the way that they're facing compared to the lights.
That looks like a face, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Michelle?
it creeped me out. So I'm taking a picture
That
of it.
looks like a face. That is so cool.
And this is the natural lighting to this room, and we do hold weddings in this room.
Wow.
What kind of wedding gown did you wear?
Well, I mean, she just had a regular gown on. Yeah. I mean, it's 54 degrees, and she got married in February, so it's actually warmer down here than what it is outside.
Oh, wow.
So it's usually not too terrible. Yeah, depending on how many people you have in your wedding, depends on where you can have it down. They had like 40 people in that wedding, I believe, so they got married in the room that we just came out of.
Huh?
Do you see it?
I don't want not being able to see the boys.
I see that.
Leaning tower. Now, it was also broken off during that massive earthquake a couple thousand years ago as well. And you can see all the way up top there of the ceiling where it was broken off. Now, it was broken in 3 other places. One more at the top.
Oh, that's scary, Logan. That's scary.
See, my mom does nursing, and her mom did nursing too. All right, guys. So this
Cameron-
room is called the Giant's
Cameron,
Room,
settle
and it
down.
does get its name for this giant boulder you see right beside me here. This boulder was also broken off during that earthquake 7,000 years ago
Wow.
as well. But this one is balancing on 3 small points and weighs approximately 200 tons. So there's 1 point to the left.
Go.
I'm not gonna get it.
Hold me, he says.
Look at, no you're not.
Wow, that's very pretty, Michelle.
Looks like some of them are broken off, right?
Yep, right there. Before 1978,
No, Logan.
someone climbed up there and
What did you say about my adult?
They've broken off and cut them before 1978.
8.
Like these here? Looks like. That's cold. Oh, like over here?
You're cold. Tight space, tight space, tight space.
To be honest, I mean, it was just in like the Shenandoah Valley, and they got it was. Yeah.
I'll try not to get stuck, Michelle. You might have to pull me out.
Just be very careful. The ceilings hang a little low up here.
Mom, you touched it.
Throw me a rope, Michelle. Nice attraction before a big trip.
So the walls in here are very thin, which does make it the only one with a tiny bit of an echo to it as well, which is why you can probably tell a difference in my voice in this room versus all the other rooms we've been into. Now, if you look back there at that big formation in the next room over, that is what we call Cardross Castle. And it was named after an actual castle in Scotland, but the castle in Scotland is no longer standing. It does. Yeah. Now, some do believe that the top part looks like the castle and the bottom part looks like the rest.
The Short Man's Revenge Tunnel. I definitely should have wore sneakers.
And this is Rainbow Lake.
Oh
The
wow,
water is so crystal clear. It's amazing.
It is.
that's very pretty.
Why should there's water?
Nice. Look at that. That's just.
So once you finish looking, just kind of wait. Come on in, go all the way down to that chain. Come on in here, we'll go all the way down to the chain.
Is that the bishop? That's not the bishop.
No. Once you turn the lights out, someone usually screams, runs, something else of that sort.
What happens if they don't?
If they don't, well, never happened to me, but I guess they would just hang out. Now this room is called the Dome Room, and it does get its name from the Capitol Dome in Washington, D.C. And that is one of our largest growing stalagmite formations that we have in this cavern. Also, this cavern